Coming to paperback and e-readers, Esteem Season of the Witch Girl. The aspiring angel takes on a wicked teenage witch in this action-packed all-new Esteem series adventure. Pre-order your copy of Esteem Season of the Witch Girl at Amazon.com and other online booksellers. Better get the coleslaw, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue. A woman claiming to be the daughter of Dr. Umar Johnson is making claims about her estranged father.
So I just wanted to come on here with a small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know.
Now, in a TikTok video that went viral, a 22-year-old young woman makes the claim that she is the alleged daughter of Dr. Umar Johnson. And as this 22-year-old woman makes this declaration in this video that has gone viral on social media, she alleges that Dr. Umar Johnson was never a part of her life, and when she tried to contact him to try to find out information about a half-sister that she claims he had with another woman, this is where she says that Dr. Umar Johnson is rebuffed her and has really not had much to do with her in her life. Now, this latest claim of this 22-year-old young woman is the latest in a series of allegations made against Dr. Umar Johnson as related to him being contradictory to his whole platform of black empowerment and his whole premise that he is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Now, Dr. Umar Johnson is known for going on social media talking about how he is pro-black and is supposed to be so much about black empowerment that he was looking to raise funds to open a school for black children. And as he was looking to raise these funds to open this private school for black children, he talked all about how he was looking to try to empower people in the black community with his pan activism. And over the course of over a decade or so, he has raised millions of dollars for this school. However, according to some reports, this school has never opened, and since the school hasn't opened, this has led to a lot of people being skeptical regarding Dr. Umar Johnson and his claims of being pro-black. Now, Dr. Umar Johnson, as he was making this whole plan to open this private school, as he's been taking in all of these donations from people who watch his YouTube channel and other social media, has been seen going out here spending lots of money, on trips to places like Japan and going to fancy hotels. And as he's also gone out here, he's made claims about looking to support black empowerment and support black on black love. However, according to some reports, Dr. Umar Johnson has been seen being involved with white women, and these whole claims have really shattered the whole credibility of Dr. Umar Johnson as related to him being what some people call the clown prince of pan-activism, and being called the clown prince of pan-activism, Pan-Africanism, because he's really not about anything pro-black, and he's not really about empowering black people. No, Dr. Umar Johnson basically has come across as an online grifter who's been using a pro-black gimmick to try to appeal to the masses in an effort to gain their sympathy. And after gaining their sympathy as related to looking to promote the cause of black empowerment, hasn't been about empowering anyone, but just enriching himself at the expense of black people. And that's where a lot of people see Dr. Umar Johnson no different than a black pastor, because when it comes down to the black pastor, like Dr. Umar Johnson, the clown prince of Pan-Africanism, the black pastor oftentimes talks about how he is a man of God looking to serve the community, but in most cases what the pastor wants to do is fleece the flock and take advantage of them and play to their emotions. And the same thing is happening here with Dr. Umar Johnson as related to him and his claims of Pan-Africanism. And this daughter basically is looking to make the similar allegations regarding Dr. Umar Johnson, regarding his somewhat what some believe to be shady character, because if these claims are true, then Dr. Umar Johnson is further being reinforced as a hypocrite as related to his whole platform, because he was one who said that he was seeming to be about black on black love, and looking to create and build black families. But it looks like to me that if this woman's allegations are true, Dr. Umar Johnson was just another Pookie in a dashiki, who was out here preaching about being Pan-African, but going out here smashing all of these black women, and leaving illegitimate children all around, no different than Pookie, all while he was wearing that made in Taiwan kufi and dashiki, and going online talking about how he was about black empowerment when he was only about gaining power for himself, while he went out here and got the draws and got the dollars at the expense of the community. That's what seems to be the situation here with Dr. Umar Johnson as related to these claims. And these claims are quite troubling, because it's looking to me, sadly, like it's like daughter, like father, and it's looking like it's like daughter, like father, because while Dr. Umar Johnson, again, talks about being a black man and talking about being a black man looking to support the community, it's looking like the daughter that he raised is looking like one of these children of the corn, who ironically has grown up to become just like her father, growing up like a stalk, looking to go out here and look to fleece the black community, by selling this salacious story. And this is shown in a clip that is presented in a later video that went viral. Now, this whole clip of the woman claiming to be Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter has her going out and looking to go out here and looking to try to sell her image and story on social media to get clicks and views. Now, this daughter says that she's not looking for clout, but it's looking to me like this is what she's looking for, because in one video, she's sitting there talking about how she's got hundreds of thousands of views as related to these videos, and talking about how these videos are doing so well. Moreover, she's talking about scheduling videos and interviews with popular YouTubers like Tasha K and many others, showing me that this daughter is no different than her father in looking to go out here and push and be a part of the grift, be a part of the online grift that's been going on, the online grift that's been going on with social media as related to people online and running game. And Dr. Umar's daughter looks like she's running game no different than what her father was doing. And while her father was the clown prince of Pan-Africanism, it's looking like his daughter, the woman who claims to be his daughter, is looking like she's being the clown prince of graft. And again, princess of graft, that's what I meant to say. And the clown princess of graft is looking to again run a narrative as related to victimization that a lot of black women love to run during the days of the Oprah Winfrey Show, because I remember during the days of the Oprah Winfrey Show that you would have a lot of black women going online talking bad about their fathers, talking about how their fathers weren't there, and running a victim narrative as they either went to push their books or their movies. And this is what the daughter is looking to do, looking to polarize people as related to the online gender wars, and looking to go out here and follow in the footsteps of her father, running a grift and a con, on the black community as related to playing the black community. Her father playing the game of looking to pretend to be about black empowerment, talking about being pro-black but sleeping white. And you have the daughter now running on the grift of the gender war, looking to run the narrative of the black female victim. And sadly, many people in the black community aren't really connecting the dots. They're running with this salacious story. And as they run with this salacious story, that again goes out here and further maligns the already tarnished reputation of Dr. Umar Johnson, they basically, again, are getting caught up in the controversy, not understanding the controversy is the con. And with the controversy being the con, it's not about going out here and again looking to reconcile with her father, as she claims. No, it's all about her looking to get that money, just like her dad, through the cash apps, through the donations, and look to again get sympathy support. That's what's going on here with the woman claiming to be Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter. And if you listen to her statements, she clearly contradicts herself all throughout both of those viral videos. And when I listen to her, I see her no different than her father. And that's the great irony, because again, if this man was never in her life, we really see how that shows how genetically they're both the same, and sadly genetically both the same, because they're both again really dishonest, really disingenuous, and play to people's emotions as related to following this con. And that's what they're trying to do here. Is trying to run a con. And again, when it's really what's sad is people get caught up in all this rhetoric, not seeing that the great tragedy here is that the daughter is following in the footsteps of her father, a father that she said was never in her life. But clearly, the apple isn't falling far from the tree when it comes down to this so-called daughter of Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, Dennis Sperling made the claim that, this is the daughter basically, again, looking to rebel against her father and not looking to submit. But I don't really believe that. I believe that really this is the case of this daughter being a con artist, just like her dad, who produces no tangible results, and looking to go out here and look to, again, build her reputation on social media on the back of her father. And that in and of itself just shows me how unethical this daughter is, and shows me that, again, we have a family that really isn't about the black community. And what's sad is that the black community in and of itself, again continues to fall for these cons from these con artists, which really again, makes me shake my head that, again, legit people can come to the black community and look to offer them things, but when con artists come along, and then when it comes down to those legit people, those black people want nothing to do with them. But if you come to black people with a con and some gimmick, the black people are all for it and run over to that person with that gimmick and that hustle. They'll run over to that person who's running a hustle and a con. They'll run over to that person and give them their full support, never seeing one tangible result or any sort of progress. That's what I found that to be quite troubling, because again, a guy like myself who does things legitimately and can go out here and show you benchmarks for progress, show you benchmark for results as related to how your money is spent. People don't want to support a guy like me when I say that, yeah, I want to do things like comics or graphic novels, and these people don't want, black people will sit there and refuse to donate $1, but Umar Johnson talks about opening up a school. Again, you spend millions of dollars with this dude. He never shows you any sort of benchmarks, never shows you any sort of results. And the same thing with his daughter making these claims, never showing you any sort of benchmarks, never showing you any sort of results. And sadly, the black community will run for that person before they run for anything. And that's the saddest part about black people, is that they will fall for anything instead of standing for what's right. And again, when I look at Dr. Umar Johnson, it shows me that he was a man of very, very tarnished character, because he went out here preaching to be the prince of Pan-Africanism, but we see that this clown prince of Pan-Africanism is nothing but a joker, who was out here using and exploiting the black community, all while he sat there and talked about loving black women. He didn't show love to this daughter, and he didn't show love to this black community, because instead of him looking to go out here and show an example of black manhood and show an example of black masculinity, again, he didn't show that at all, and that was the whole sad part about Dr. Umar Johnson. Again, he had an opportunity to show us the type of man he is, but the more we learn about the man that he is, we clearly see that he's a man in crisis who's leading to an intergenerational family crisis, because this woman who claims to be his daughter basically doesn't reflect positively on him. No. What's happening here is his daughter is a child of the corn, who was grown up like a stalk to embarrass him and make him look even worse. And with Dr. Umar Johnson and this latest revelation basically shows us that when it comes down to a lot of these black folks online talking about black empowerment, you've got to be very careful and know how to vet them, because eventually a lot of these people, if you don't know what you're looking at, you're going to run into one of these clown princes of Pan-Africanism or one of these pro-blacks, and sadly wind up getting played by a joker. Now, if you want to pick up some of my positive black fiction on the SJS Direct imprint that is designed to inspire and uplift brothers and sisters, you can find those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you want to help me continue publishing positive black fiction and be able to continue paying for artists to do covers and possibly expand into graphic novels, you can drop a donation to the Patreon, PayPal, or Cash App, and when it comes down to me, you will see tangible results. I always post up progress and show the benchmarks that I accomplish. Whenever I have a project, I go out here and I've had people donate to me and I can show them tangible results. That's the difference between me and these other guys out here. Again, I can produce tangible results and show you tangible results and tangible progress as related to whatever project that I'm working on. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Coming to paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, A Thorn in My Side. The man who rules the world takes on an agent from the CIA from the Black Boule in this action-packed all-new John Hayes series adventure. Pre-order your copy of John Hayes' A Thorn in My Side at Amazon.com and other online booksellers. Now available in paperback and Kindle, Vampires Stalk the Darkness of the Eternal Night. Get your copy of Eternal Night in paperback and Kindle on Amazon.com. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.